Okay, hi again. This is George from donzon.com, and so we're looking at the SKIP Lookup Tool, which is this guy right here, the SKIP Lookup Tool in JWP, the Japanese word processor. And again, just to review it, here's how it works. You have 4 different types right here. And we put in the type, we put in the stroke number, how many strokes within that part there that we're looking at, and then we put in the remainder of the strokes and narrow down our search. The whole idea is to take it from thousands of kanji down to a few kanji, and so we reduce our search. And in our previous one, we went from 1,500 to 680 down to 24 or something like that. So it makes it manageable when we have a few kanji and we can identify the shapes. Okay, so here we have 3 examples. I'm going to do these kind of quickly because I don't want to spend too much time and run out of time here on the video. But okay, these are 3 phrases that you may find when you are traveling. So if you're traveling to Japan, you may see these 3 words somewhere, and you say, "Oh gosh, I don't know what they mean." Okay, so we're going to use our SKIP Lookup Tool to find out what they mean. Okay, so the first one, and we did the side-by-side one, but here we'll do another one that's side-by-side. So that's type 1. That's this kind of thing here. So type 1. How many strokes on this side? Well, we've got, I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order, but 1, 2, 3, 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4 strokes. And on the other side, it looks like we have 4 strokes as well. So let's see if that narrows it down. We're at 660. 1, 2, 3, 4 strokes. So we're down to 54. Well, that's not as good as the previous one. So let me see if we can scan through here. And oh boy, I think I found it. There it is right there. So we will insert that into our file. Well, let's get the information first. It means un, or non, or negative. Okay, and it's pronounced, oops, let me move that up into the frame, he, or aruzu. Okay, so that's that one. So let's copy that to the file. And actually, I'm going to erase that and put it down into this section here. Okay, right there. Insert the file. Okay. Let's clear our SKIP lookup and go on to the next one. Now, I chose this next one because it's kind of like a top and bottom sort of situation. There's stuff on the top and stuff on the bottom. And let's see if we can identify that. So that's a type 2, maybe. It might be type 4, but we'll try type 2. Okay, so we still have 1,500 there to go. So how many on the top? Well, I don't know. We could choose either 3, or we could say 3 plus this arrow shape here. So let's try 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And on the bottom part, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if that helps us out there. Okay. So let's scan through. So we're looking for this character, and as we scan through, well, we see some of those already. That has the 3 things on the top plus a little arrowhead, but the bottom part is different. Okay, that one doesn't have it, but this one does have it. And if we look at that, let's get the info. Oops, did I click on the wrong one? Yep, I clicked on the wrong one. So click on that one and get the info. And let's move that up into the frame. You can see that matches that. And it says usual or ordinary or normal or regular. Okay, gee, I wonder what that means. Okay, so let's insert that into the file. So we now have that plus that. And remember, this was maybe written on a wall, or it was a sign, or it was on a piece of paper, or on a brochure, or something like that that we want to try to figure out. So we got that plus that. Now, at this point, we can use these two and use the dictionary to find out, or we can just go through and try to finish the third one. But let's try to use the dictionary and see if that helps us out. So we have this. We go up to the dictionary, and let's see if that appears in our dictionary. Okay, I'll move it right there. So we have this, and then this square. What does this square mean? Okay, do we see that? Well, there are the two kanji by themselves. There's something with the hiragana ni. And notice these two together just by themselves mean emergency or extraordinary or unusual, which makes sense because this said non and this meant regular. So unusual or emergency. And if we go down to here, we find this guy, which means emergency exit. Okay, so maybe on the brochure in your seat pocket in your aircraft, it had this. It said, "Oh, this is the emergency exit." So that might be an important thing for you to know. Okay, so let's insert that into the file. Close that up, and I'll get rid of all of the extraneous stuff. So we now know that that's emergency exit, and that's pronounced Hijoguchi. Hijoguchi. Okay, and that's the emergency exit. All right. Well, let's sally forth here and get the next one. Okay, so we see this one, and actually you'll see this one a lot, especially on international flights. And what does that mean? Well, let's take this one first, and well, we can use our SKIP lookup and see if that helps us here. And gee, what type is this going to be? Well, we might have a top, we might have a bottom, we might have a side. Let's try number 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it says we've got 231 possibilities. Well, how many strokes do we have? Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and see if we see that. It gave us 26 matches. And do we find it anywhere in here? And lo and behold, there it is. Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? It's right there. That's it, right there. And what does that mean? That means rice. Rice, okay? But it also means USA, or meter, with the British spelling meter. Anyway, but USA or rice. So, wonder which one that is. So let's close that and insert that into our file. And actually, let's go here and put it down after our emergency exit. Oops. Move to the end of the line. And gotta move this out of the way. Sorry about the clumsiness there. Okay, so now we can insert this into the file. There we go. Okay, and clear that. All right, now the next one, this guy here, looks like it might have something around it and something on the inside. So that suggests that it might be a number 3 type. So let's go up to 1, 2, 3. We have 571 total. You want to go through all of those first? Probably not. So how many strokes on that outside part? Well, we got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. Now you may be, if you don't know about writing Japanese, you might say 1, 2, 3, 4. But actually that stroke there is one single stroke. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So let's give us 3 strokes here. Okay, do we see it yet? Maybe not. Okay. Now the inside part, how many strokes does that have? Well, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one is 5 right here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did that stroke order correctly. So we'll go down to the remaining strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're down to 20 matches now. So hopefully we can find it. Let's see if it comes up. I don't see it on this. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. How about that? There it is right there. Okay? And what is the information about that guy? Well, it means country. That gives us a clue, knowing what the other one meant. And so we insert that into the file, and together these guys mean America, or the USA. Okay? So whenever you see this, which is pronounced Beikoku, Beikoku, Beikoku is America. So you could say this next one here says Beikoku-jin. Sometimes you also say America-jin, but Beikoku-jin is American person. Okay, so that's America. So if you see that on the passport form or the declaration form, you know that means America. Okay, very good. And what I'll do over here is I'll just write in Beikoku so that you can see the way that it's pronounced. Beikoku. Alright? Alrighty, and then the final example here. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. This is a real mess. What is this thing? Okay. Well, this first one I have no clue where the radical might be, or is it top bottom? Some of these, this looks like top bottom. This looks like left right. This might look like left right. But this one I've got no clue. So let's just choose number 4 and say I'm gonna try to find the whole thing with just the number of strokes. So how many strokes does this have? Well, let's count it here. 1, and I'm probably going to do this out of order, but so my native Japanese friends can yell at me later. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I did that right. Let's count them again, just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll go into the strokes here, type in 9, and see if we can find that thing there. And lo and behold, hey, look, there it is right there. How nice. So what's the information on that thing? It says to do or change or make, benefit, welfare, be of use, and so forth. Okay? So, and if we scroll down here, we can see how it's pronounced. E, or tame, or naru. So it has all kinds of possibilities there. So let's go ahead and insert that into the file. And I probably put that over here, didn't I? Yep, there we go. Let's hit the enter and move that down. Okay, so So let's clear that. Now we could at this point try to use the dictionary, but this looks pretty complex. So let's try at least to do one more. Okay. So this one looks like a top-bottom situation. Number 2. So if you click on that, and by the way, I was clicking on this and getting the type. You could also click on this part here to get the different types. So this is a top-bottom type. And how many strokes does the top part have? Well, it looks like these two side-by-side things might be the top. Let's count those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that one looks the same, so 4 plus 4 is 8. So let's put in 8 here. Hope that wasn't too quick for you. You can count them if you want. 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. It was 8. Alrighty? And then the bottom part looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4 strokes. So we'll go 4 strokes there. Okay. So do we see this anywhere in here? So it went down from several hundred down to 24. And we can scan through until we find, hey, there you go. How about that? There it is right there. Okay? So we click on that. We get the information about that guy. It means exchange, spare, substitute. Let's slide this up. Exchange, spare, substitute, per thing. And it means, it's pronounced tai or kaeru. Kaeru means to change. Okay? So close that. Let's take that and insert that into our file. Whoops. Let's try that one more. Let's try that one more time because we want it after this one. Insert to file, and there you go. Now at this point, that might be sufficient to use our dictionary. Let's try that and see if it works. So we'll select those, go up to our dictionary, and see if any of these things match. So basically we're trying to match this set of kanji, this set of 4 kanji, with what we have here. Okay? So we had 15 matches in our dictionary lookup. So let's go down and say, oh, well, look at the number 2 here. And the first one, just those first 2 mean money order or exchange. And then the next one down here says, and it looks pretty close to that one up there, it says exchange rates. So let's take that and insert that into the file. Okay, I probably have a mess going on here. I do. Let's erase those 2 characters. And so we have now this expression, which is kawase soba. Okay, I think that's how you say that. And so this says exchange rates. Exchange rates. So if you see that as you're traveling and you want to find out what the exchange rate for dollars to yen are, then that's the place you go and find out. Okay. All right. Well, that was an involved one, but that was using the SKIP tool, the SKIP Lookup Tool, which is really useful. A very, very useful tool, especially if you don't know where the radicals are. Okay. We'll see you next time.